Hi, Mario. So, Mario, how are you doing?
Hello, Yoto. I'm fine, and you?
I'm doing well, thank you for asking. And so, Mario, where are you from?
I'm from Spain.
Okay, nice, from Spain. Where in Spain are you from?
I'm from the east of the country, in Mediterranean Sea, in
Okay,
Valencia.
nice. So, Valencia. Cool, and what do you do for fun, Mario? What do you like to do for fun?
For fun?
Yeah,
Hi.
sorry, so fun is like diversión for you. So, what do you like to do in your free time?
I have a problem with the. There's a problem with the microphone, I think.
Okay, can you not hear me, or are you having trouble talking?
Could you hear me?
I can hear you when you talk. Can you hear me?
Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Okay, so hopefully
Could
that's a
you
little bit
repeat the
better.
question, please?
Yeah, so the question was, what do you like to do in your free time? What do you like to do for fun?
I usually go running every morning.
Nice. Good job
Um,
using the gerund too.
in the evenings, I like very much learn English by myself.
Okay, so we would either say I like learning or I like to learn. So we'd use the gerund or the infinitive there, but perfect. And Fidel, welcome to class as well. Fidel, how are you doing?
I don't know. Can you hear me? I'm not sure about if I'm here.
I can hear you loud and clear. So,
Yes, can you hear me?
yep, yes, sir. And so, how are you doing, Fidel? How are you? Can you hear me, Fidel? Can you hear me? Hmm. So, Mario, can you hear me still? Okay, so Mario, can you hear me? So, Fidel, can you hear what I'm saying? Okay, maybe not. So Daniel, how about you? How are you doing today, Daniel?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect, Mario. Maybe it's a little bit slow. I don't think my connection is slow. I had a couple classes earlier. Um, but Daniel, welcome to class. Daniel, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Daniel,
Nice
where are
to
you
meet
from?
you.
Nice
By the
to
way,
meet you too.
I'm from Colombia.
Okay, good. And what do you like to do for fun, Daniel?
Um, Go to the movies, maybe. I really love the movies.
Nice, perfect. What kinds of movies do you like to watch?
Um, well, I don't like. I don't have a specific preference. I think
Okay,
I
so
like all kind of movies.
good. Good answer. And Ali, welcome to class. Ali, how are you doing? How are you?
Hi,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much.
Nice. Ali, where are you from?
I'm from Iraq.
Okay, so from
Mhm.
Iraq. And
Yeah,
Ali, what do you do for fun? What do you like to do for fun?
for fun. Actually, nowadays I'm busy with my study. Not nowadays. A year and a half. I'm studying. I'm studying master, so I'm busy. So I don't
Okay.
have time for watching movies or something like that. So,
Okay, that's good. So you're studying for your master's.
mhm.
Awesome. Okay, and so we've also got Hyde. Hyde a kitty? Or Hyde Kitty?
Hello,
Um, hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Nice to meet
Okay,
you.
nice to meet you too. Hyde, where are you from?
I'm from Japan.
Okay,
How
awesome.
about you?
I'm from the United States, but I live in Costa Rica.
Of
Okay,
course.
and okay, yeah, and so we've also got a couple new students, Amp and Devrim and Ruben. So Amp, how are you doing today? Amp, can you hear us? Or okay, Claudio, how about you? Claudio, how are you doing? Okay, or so Ruben, how are you? How are you doing
Oh,
today?
fine, teacher. I'm still working, but I'm have an hour for attending the class.
Okay, so we'd say I have an hour to attend. To
I have
attend
an hour
class.
for attend the class.
Perfect. Well, glad to have you. And also, Devrim, welcome to class, Devrim. How are you doing?
Thanks. I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Devrim, where are you from?
From Turkey. I live in Istanbul.
Awesome. From Turkey, and you live in Istanbul.
Yes.
And yeah, Daniel, Joshua is an American name. It's actually has its roots in Hebrew. So it's a pretty biblical name, but it's common in the United States.
Oh, okay. Never heard that name.
Okay. It's like Josue
Jose,
in. It's not quite
Jose.
Jose, it's like Josue.
Ah, Jose. Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. And I think that's everybody. Maybe Amp. Amp, can you hear us? Okay. Maybe not. Let's get started on today's class. And so let's do this. Let's do a screen share. And can you guys see the screen that I've put up?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. And so let's start with Ali. Ali, can you read today's title?
Going to the movies. Imperative and superlative.
Yeah. And can you repeat comparative? Comparative?
Imperative. Imperative.
Perfect.
Mhm.
Good job. And superlative.
Super. Superlative.
Nicely done. Good. And Amp, can you read the next line? Can you read the next line? And Claudio, can you answer?
Yes, Prova, can you hear me? Prova?
Yes.
Ah,
When was the last time you went to movies? Can you hear me now?
Prova.
Hello?
Okay, I think that sounded good. Amp, good job reading the question. Claudio, can you answer? So just wait for Amp to ask you the question. And Claudio, can you answer?
Yeah, yes. Warm up questions.
Okay, not quite there yet. So Amp, can you ask the first question on the title page? And Claudio, can you answer?
Okay. Okay.
When
How
was the last
often
time you went to the movies?
do you go to the movies?
Okay.
It's okay.
So Claudio, almost. So Claudio, do you speak Spanish
Yes.
as well?
No,
Okay,
Italian.
rápidamente. Ah, Italian. Shoot, I can't quite explain. So, can you wait? So, I'll type it in the chat box too. Can you wait for Amp to ask you the question? And can you answer the question she asks? Okay, and go ahead one more time, Amp.
I, yeah, I can hear you. Prova.
Um, okay, so maybe I'll ask the question. So, Claudio, when was the last time you went to the movies? When was the last time you went to the movies, Claudio?
Okay. Uh,
Okay,
I went
how'd
to
you
the
answer? Yep, good. Can you answer in a complete sentence?
I can hear you.
So, can you answer? Can you answer in a complete sentence? So, when was the last time you went to the movies? Okay, it looks like Claudio might have had some connection trouble. Okay, Ahmad, welcome to class. Ahmad, when was the last time you went to the movies?
It was in 2012.
Perfect. Good. And so what movie did you see?
I even don't remember the name. The Life of Pi, The Life of Pi, Life of Pi, something like that.
Okay.
2012?
Yeah, I think.
So,
Yeah. Mm,
long time ago.
yeah.
Okay, good. And so let's go on to the next page. And so, Ahmad, can you ask Ali the first question?
Well, Ali, how often do you go to the movies?
Actually, maybe 2 or 3 times a month. I go to the movie.
Cool.
Nice. Good job. Instead of saying maybe 2 or 3 times a month I go to the movies, you might want to switch the order and say, I go to the movies maybe 2 or 3 times a month. And it would sound a little bit smoother, but that was great. Okay. And so, Ali, can you ask Daniel the next question?
Who do you usually go to the movie with?
Well, it depends, but I usually go to the movies with my girlfriend.
Great sentence, my really good grammar. And I spelt girlfriend wrong. But good. Nice job. And Daniel, can you ask Devrim the next question?
What type of movie do you think they are watching?
And Devrim, can you answer?
Yes, I answered without Nick.
Yeah.
Sorry. They are watching fantastic type movies, fantastic films. Or
Okay. So maybe you could say a fantasy. So a
fantasy.
fantasy movie?
Yes, fantasy.
Good. And one small point, we say the mic. So it has the long I sound. So the mic. Can you repeat the mic?
Mike.
Good job. Perfect.
Thanks.
Devrim, can you ask? Oh, actually, so that's about it. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Any questions?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
please.
Can I say? Oh, let me think. Can I say this conditional? If for example, if I say I would have been watching a movie if I hadn't taken this class.
Yeah. Taking this class. This is really close. So we wouldn't use will.
Would, yeah. Would.
Yeah, exactly. I would have been watching. I would have been watching a movie if I had not taken this class. That was perfect. Really good job with the past perfect with had not taken. Nice. And let's go to the next page. And so, Hyde, can you read the directions?
Vocabulary. Match the picture to the correct vocabulary word. Next, make a sentence using a word.
Good. The only small thing, vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
So, yeah, vocab. Might look like that if you were to spell it out, but that sounded really good. Nice job, Hyde. Okay, and Mario, can you match the first picture to the correct word?
Okay. The first picture. I was sitting on the cinema.
So I was sitting on the cinema.
Eating.
Ah, I was eating. Okay, so
In the cinema.
close. Yeah, I think that picture is tricky because it has food in it. I should probably change that photo. So that photo is actually about something else.
Tickets, maybe.
Yeah.
I have 2 tickets to the cinema.
Perfect. I have 2 tickets to the cinema. Great job. Good pronunciation as well. Okay, and Ruben, can you try the next picture?
The next picture is Lauchi.
Close. The pronunciation is actually laughing.
Laughing.
Good. And can you make a sentence with that picture?
My friend and I laughing a lot on cinema. It's correct?
Close. So in this case, we'd change it around a little bit. Can you see the sentence in the chat box?
Yeah.
So we're missing the verb. It's an auxiliary verb after I. So we'd need to use either the present progressive or the past progressive. So what are we missing there? Does anybody know?
My friends and I have.
Were laughing.
Good. That was great. Thank you. And I think that was Amp. Yeah, thank you, Amp. And a lot. We're missing a preposition after. Preposition. And also an article. So what's missing there?
Half.
At the.
Yeah, thanks, Daniel. Perfect. So my friends and I were laughing a lot at the cinema. And so, Ruben, can you repeat that sentence?
Okay. My friend and I were laughing a lot at the cinema.
Good job. Good pronunciation of laughing as well. And so let's go back to Ahmad. Ahmad, can you do the next picture?
Sure. Um, crying. He's crying.
Nice. Good. Good simple sentence in present progressive. And I think maybe it might be a she. So she is crying. The only thing I would change, but good.
Okay.
And Ali, what about the next picture?
You mean that I have to compose a sentence for?
Yeah, so match it to the correct word and then say a sentence. Compose a sentence.
There is a boy crying, and you can say that, for example, some boys start crying when they watch a horror movie.
Okay, start. So we wouldn't say started. Some boys start crying when they...
When they watch horror movies.
Perfect. Watch horror movies. Because this is a general action. It's like habitual, or it always happens. You would use the present tense instead of the past tense. This isn't quite crying. I don't think he's crying. So can you think of a better word?
Yeah, he's screaming. Some boys start screaming when they watch horror movie.
Yeah. Good job. Nice job, Ali. Okay, and the last one. Amp, can you do the last picture?
The girl is watching a 3D movie, but she is enjoying eating a lot of popcorn.
Okay. She's watching a 3D movie, but she's also enjoying a big tub of popcorn, maybe we could say. And so what's the verb? Eating. Yeah, exactly. Really great sentence. Nice pronunciation and good grammar. Okay. And does anybody have any questions about anything on this page? Okay. So, perfect. Let's go on to the next page. And let's start. Daniel, can you read the title and the directions?
Ranking. What kinds of movies do you like?
Good. And can you try the first sentence, Daniel?
The screen disappears.
Oh, not sure why. Here it is. Oh. Is it?
No.
There it is.
Okay, right now. Okay, I like funny movies the best because I usually have a lot of fun watching them.
Yeah, I like funny movies the best because I usually have a lot of fun watching them. Good. Yeah, that was perfect. And so, Devrim, what about the next sentence? So you can either you can use any of those formats. So you can say I like better than, I like the best, or I think they are bad or good. So you can use any format you want, Devrim.
Yes. I like funny movies better than scary movies because scary movies make me make me scared. Maybe.
Good. That's a good
I don't like
sentence.
scary. Yes.
I don't like scary movies. Good. Good grammar, and it works. Perfect. And so, Fidel, what about a sentence from you?
In the two sentence. Pues,
Yeah.
pues I like fantasy movies better than scary movies because they made me dream.
Okay. Then scary movies. It sounded like you said because they made me dream. Because
Yeah, I like fantasy movies better than scary movies because made me dream the fantasy movies, not the.
yeah. No, that's good. We wouldn't say they made me dream. We'd use the present tense. So how would you change the verb to make?
Because they make dream.
Yeah,
Make
they
me make,
make.
make make me dream. Sorry.
Don't be sorry. That's great. That was good job. And then better. Can you repeat better, Fidel?
I like fantasy movies better than scary movies because they make me dream.
Very nice. Good job.
Thanks.
And shoot. Good. And so Mario, can you try the next sentence?
Okay. I prefer. No, well, I like fantasy movies better than other kind of movies like sad movies because this kind of movies uh, feel.
I'm sorry, because these kinds of movies feel like what?
I am thinking about the sentence.
Okay.
Feel me fine? No, feel me fun?
Close. Types of movies. We'd use the verb to make. And then we'd use the
Make
indirect
me feel,
object.
make
Yeah.
me feel better.
Me feel better. Perfect. Because nice. Really good job, Mario. And what about you, Ruben? What types of movies do you like? Or what types of movies do you think are bad or are good?
I think fantasy movies is better than scary movies because on fantasy movies the people open their imagines.
Okay, people often. I didn't quite get the end. So we need to change the verb to be at the beginning of the sentence. So I think fantasy movies. You said is better. How do we change the verb to be there?
How teacher? I don't know.
Can anybody help him out? Does anybody know how we would change the verb to be?
Are in plural because you said
Perfect.
movies.
Yeah, so I think fantasy movies are better because it's plural. So fantasy movies, remember, is plural. Better. And so what did you say at the end of the sentence? Sorry, so Ruben, what did you say at the end of your sentence? I didn't quite hear you.
Because in the fantasy movies, the people often imagine all things, I think.
Okay. Maybe people often imagine incredible things.
Well.
Or anything is imaginable in fantasy movies.
Okay. Well, it's great.
Can you repeat that sentence with the corrections?
I think the fantasy movies are better than scary movies because in fantasy movies, people often imagine incredible things.
Nice. Really good job. Good pronunciation as well. Really good work, Ruben. Okay, and does anybody, well, let's try Ahmad. Ahmad, can you make a sentence using one of those formats?
Well, I like scary movies the best because they have a lot of animations and actions.
Okay, good. We would use animation and action in the singular. So because those are general things. So it's not a lot of individual animations. It's just animation in general and action in general.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have a favorite scary movie, Ahmad?
No, seriously, I am not honest when I said this because I'm not into movies at all. That's the problem.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. But good sentence.
Thank you.
And I
Teacher,
think
can I say this? If I hadn't seen that scary movie, I would have not been awake the whole night.
yep, that's a great conditional statement. So it's actually the third conditional, so it's talking about impossible events in the past. If I hadn't seen it, I wouldn't. We maybe would say I wouldn't have been up all night.
Okay, I
But
would have been up. Okay.
yeah, really good sentence though. Those are tough conditional statements that you're making. What about the last one? Ali, can you do the last sentence on this page?
Yes. Uh, I think funny movies are good because they always make me happy and laugh a lot.
Okay, because they always make me happy and something else. What was the last thing you said?
And laugh a lot.
Ah, and laugh a lot. Yeah, good. Good sentence. Okay, and does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay, perfect. And let's go to the next page. So, Ali, can you ask Amp the first question?
Mhm. What is the funniest movie you have ever seen?
Mm, The funniest movie. Oops, I haven't seen a funny movie in a while. Um, I don't remember the name now.
Okay. I haven't seen a funny movie.
Movie in a while.
Good. That works. Um, okay, and so maybe Amp, can you ask sorry, Daniel the same question? So can you ask Daniel the same question?
Daniel, what is the funniest movie you have ever seen?
Okay. I have seen a lot of movies, but I think to be specific, maybe I don't know the name in English. Like with Jim Carrey, he was the main character. He was good, but I don't know
Um,
the name.
Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, I think.
Bruce okay, good. So can you make a sentence, a complete sentence using the title?
Okay, I have seen a lot of movies, but I especially like Bruce Almighty.
Good. Good. Perfect. And you could say maybe the funniest movie.
Okay, the funniest movie.
Yeah, perfect. And Amp doesn't like Jim Carrey, so she disagrees. Amp, do you have a favorite actor?
But not in funny movies. I prefer action and drama movies.
Okay. Okay, good. And so we've also got a new student. Erin, welcome to class. Erin, how are you doing?
Hello everybody. I'm fine, and you?
Doing well. Thank you for asking. Um, and so, good. Daniel, can you ask Devrim the next question?
What movie is scarier than Forrest Gump? What is it?
What movie is scarier than Forrest Gump? The Forrest Gump doesn't scary movies, I think.
Good. It isn't. It isn't scary. movie. We would change that. It's not doesn't a scary movie. What verb would we use?
It's not.
Forrest Gump isn't a scary movie.
Perfect. And so, what movie is scarier than Forrest Gump?
Mm. I think Hole. Oh, Rink. Rink. I think Rink.
Rink?
Yes. I've ever seen a scarier film from than Rink.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. So I haven't seen a scarier film than Rink.
Rink, yes.
Okay. So you could also say Rink is scarier than Forrest Gump, but good, really good answer. Yeah, nice job with that comparative. And so Devrim, can you ask Erin the next question?
Aaron, which movies are more interesting? Modern movies or classic movies? Why?
Oh, I think for me, the most interesting is modern movie because I think uh, they can transmit the situation that I already living in this moment of my life, and we have more technology to 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 try to make better effect, a better quality of the film.
Okay, that would be good. We have more technology to make, maybe we'd say, a higher quality film. The most interesting.
Excuse me?
So that'd be really good. I think in the beginning, instead of using the superlative, we would still use the comparative because we're only comparing between two things. So I think for me, modern movies are more interesting because they can transmit a situation that I'm already living, even just right now, instead of saying in this moment of my life. Both
Okay.
are correct. And we have more technology to make higher quality film. I think that sounds good. And so can you repeat that sentence or those sentences?
Oh my goodness. uh,
They're also in the chat box.
in the chat box, perfect. Because okay. Okay. I think for me the most interesting are modern movies because they can transmit a situation that I am really living in this moment in my life. We have more technology to make a higher quality films.
Good. Really nice job.
Ah.
And so good. And Erin, can you ask Fidel the same question?
Yep. Fidel, which movie are the most interesting for you? Modern movie or classic movie? Can you please say why?
For me, I think the I think that the modern movies are as interesting as the classical ones, but because it's possible to think that they are different movies, but about interest, I think they are the same interest because how I say the the classic movies are better actors perhaps, but less less technology. But at the end, I think could be as interesting ones as others.
Okay, good. So maybe you could say, but I think they are equally interesting.
Equally interesting. Okay.
Yeah, really nice sentence. Good job. And so, Adela, welcome to class. Adela, how are you doing today?
Um, Hello, fine, thanks.
Okay, Good. It's really hard to hear you. Can you turn up the volume of your microphone a little bit?
Okay. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you a
Ah,
little bit better now.
okay. I try
And
to increase the volume.
okay, thank you so much. And so Ahmad, that's a really good question. So abhor is just it's more like hate. So prejudice, you can be prejudiced against a movie. So I'm prejudiced against Jim Carrey. It's like I don't like him.
Mm,
But
yeah.
um,
Is it
so
is it fair more than hate?
yeah, it's a little bit more random too. Abhor usually signifies there'd be like a reason for it, but if you're prejudiced against something, it's like you dislike it, but there's no really serious reason why.
Ah, I see.
Or
Okay.
yeah,
Thank
uh,
you.
yeah. Hopefully that was a good explanation. But good and nice. So does anybody have any questions about anything on this page? Okay, good. And so let's go to the next page. And so let's take turns making a story. And let's start with Ruben. Ruben, can you read the directions?
Okay, make a story. Think about that happened before, during, and after the picture.
Okay, good. And can you start us out, Ruben? Can you say what happened at the beginning? What happened first?
On picture?
Yeah.
Before. I think before the girl is near to the boy, now are the girl is separate of the boy, and the boy he trying to I don't know how do you say abrazar, but and later I think they are come back to home.
Back. Okay, good. So in the picture, I think the girl. So, and that's fine, Devrim. Don't worry. So right at the beginning, Ruben, how would we change the verb to be? So the girl blank close to the boy. What verb would we use?
Okay.
So the girl close to the boy.
The girl close the boy.
So we need to use the past tense of to be.
The girl was the girl was close to the boy.
Perfect. The girl was close to the boy. So in the picture, I think I think before, the girl was close to the boy. Now the girl is separated from the boy, and he is trying to hug her. Later, they're going to go back home. That'd be good. Can you repeat? So from now the girl is separated from the boy, all the way to the end. So can you repeat those sentences?
Abrazar to home. Okay. Now the boy is trying to home the girl. The girl is separate from the boy, and he is trying to hug the girl. And later they are going to go back home.
Okay, good job, Ruben. Nice work. And welcome back, Amp. I think in another profile, but good. And so, perfect. Adela, can you
Yes.
try starting out the story again? So just say the before. So just tell us what happened before the picture was taken
I think they are a couple of classmates, for example, and the boy was invite the girl to the cinema to watch a movie, but he he has he had not interested in the movie, but in the girl. I think is she was accepted. Finally, they arrange an appointment to the next day, for example.
Okay. Okay, so they arranged an appointment. And so I think that's really good. And so instead of saying the boy was invited, how would you change the verb to invite after the boy? How would you change that
What
verb?
was arrange a meeting? Was meet? No, is possible? No.
Maybe. I think we'd use the simple past tense of to invite.
Ah, only the boy offer the girl to go to the cinema.
Okay, you could say he offered to bring the girl to the cinema, maybe.
No,
But I
but
think
I don't remember the verb.
that's okay. I think we'd use invited. So the boy invited the girl to go to the cinema, or he invited her to go to the cinema, or he invited her to the cinema. Straight, but good.
Okay.
Okay, and what happened next, Ahmad? What happened next?
Next. Well, she will back home alone.
Okay.
Because he is not interested in the movie.
Okay, so maybe that would be after. So let's go for the now. So I think I was saying what happened next is in what happened after before. So what's happening now is
Now,
a better
okay.
way of asking.
Well,
Sorry.
okay. Now, let's say he is making a fun of her, so she is a bit annoyed. Or she got upset. That's why
Nice.
she is a bit far from him.
Okay, so now he's making fun of her, so she's annoyed. Perfect. That's great. And Ali, what's going to happen after? Sorry, Ali, what's going to happen after?
Sorry, teacher. I wasn't listening. So you can continue.
That's okay.
Mhm.
So maybe can you tell us what's going to happen after?
She is angry and she doesn't want to know anything else about him, and she's avoiding him when he's trying to hug her.
Okay. So she is angry and she doesn't want to know anything else about him. She's avoiding him. Maybe instead of saying when he's trying to hug her, we'd say as he's trying to hug her in this case. But good. And Daniel, what's going to happen later? What's going to happen after the picture?
After the picture. Well, maybe she's mad at him. She's pissed at him. I don't know, because yesterday she found him kissing with another girl, but actually he didn't realize that. And she decided to break up with him. Oh no, she didn't have a relationship with him yet. Right now he is single.
Okay. Okay. Um. Yeah. That's good. Nice job. And so, does anybody have any questions about anything on this page? Any questions?
Teacher, you make this history, please. Maybe easy for the picture.
So make a
Only
history.
example.
Okay. So, for example, I think so. He asked her out on a date. So maybe they're classmates, and he asked her out on a date. Right now, they're watching a movie that he likes and that she doesn't like, and he's trying to hug her. And later, they're going to go home separately because she didn't like the movie and she didn't like him very much either. So that would be an example. Does that help?
Okay, great.
Okay, good.
Thanks.
And any other questions? Does anybody else have any questions?
Yes, please. I have 4 questions actually.
Okay.
Okay. I want to ask about 4 things. The way of her legs. What do you call this in English?
She's crossing her legs.
Okay. What about the boy?
And he is sitting with his legs open. He's
Okay.
sitting. Yeah, we don't really have an expression for that.
Okay. What about their hands? The boy hand. Sorry, the boy arm and the girl's hand. This way of I don't know, putting the hand under the chin, or
Okay, so he has his arm around her.
uh-huh.
He has his arm around her, and she is resting her chin on her hand.
Okay.
Resting
Okay.
on her hand. Maybe.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions, Ahmad?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. And anybody else? Any other questions? And so, Daniel, chilling out is more expansive than just sitting in a certain way. So you can be chilling out, just spending time with someone. Spending time with friends is considered chilling out, but sitting in a really relaxed position can also be chilling out. So that's just a really expansive term that can kind of cover a lot of ground. Hopefully that
Okay.
makes sense. But good. Okay, and let's move on to the next page. And let's start with Erin. Can you read the first sentence with the correct verb?
Yeah, the first. I watch a movie before you call it, but don't worry, it's in pause. I was watching.
Perfect. Yeah. So we'd use the past progressive in that sentence. I was watching. Nice job, Erin. Okay, and Daniel, what about the next sentence?
Hmm. Well, I think what do you want to do to watch tonight? I think.
Okay, yeah, both of those could work. What do you want to do, or what do you want to watch tonight? Good. And so it's just the straight infinitive. Ruben, what about the next sentence?
That chart. I don't usually like popcorn, but I love uh, I love to go a popcorn at the cinema.
Close. This verb's a little bit different, and we'd use the gerund. Can you try again, or can you ask one of your classmates for help?
I don't understand well, teacher.
That's okay. So, can you try again, or can you ask one of your classmates for help?
Someone's help me, please. I'm change my screen to other screen for my job, for attending my job a little moment, and until that, the question is keep on. And now, when the teacher is asking me for that question, I'm losing in that.
You have to
Sorry,
pay
sorry,
attention.
teacher.
Okay, it is snack, but we will add ing. I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. So the correct verb is snack, and we have to add ing because it's the gerund. So Ruben, can you read that sentence with the correct answer?
Uh, snack. I don't usually like popcorn, but uh, I love going on
Okay,
love
so
popcorn on cinema.
close. Remember the verb we'd use is snack.
Snack. Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't be
I don't
sorry.
usually like popcorn, but I love snaking on popcorn at the cinema.
Yeah, snacking. So remember to snack is to eat something small. So like popcorn, you can snack on candy or
Uh,
chips or popcorn. It's not a meal, but it's a snack. And you can use
uh,
it as a verb as well. But
okay.
good.
Thanks, teacher.
Of course. Good pronunciation too. Adela, can you try the next sentence?
Yes, I go to the theater once a week.
Perfect. Because it's a habitual action, you'd use the present tense.
Yes.
And Amp, we haven't heard from you for a little while. Amp, can you try the last sentence?
The theater smell like butter.
Close. You're missing something small.
Is smelling?
Close. We would use the present tense, but remember it's the third person present tense.
Yes, I said the theater smells like butter.
Yep.
S at the end.
Yeah, we're missing the S at the end, so smells. Can you repeat smells?
Smells.
Nice. And is smelling. Daniel, we wouldn't say is smelling.
No?
No. So the present progressive with smell, we would just use the present tense. This one's a tricky one to explain. So right now, it smells like butter. Right now, it's smelling like butter just sounds really strange. So you could say, even in the past progressive, it sounds a little bit strange. We'd probably say it smelled like butter. We wouldn't say it was
Okay.
smelling like butter. So this is just a weird scenario where using the progressive tense would be a little bit odd.
Yeah, weird English rule to learn.
It's not even a rule. This is. I wish I could explain that one better. Is smelling like butter.
It's just simply not common, maybe.
Yeah, it's like. It's like talking about age. So if you said he is being 12 years old, that sounds strange. You couldn't say he was being 12 years old. He was 12 years old. Para explicarlo rápidamente en español es casi idéntico. Es como he's having, está teniendo 12 años. Maybe it's just a little bit strange. Hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good.
Yes, and the past simple is not or
So
possible.
yeah, the past simple is just smelled. And that would work.
Smelled.
Yeah.
Well, I think in this case, probably because the verb is something to do with sense or one of senses or something to do with feeling, probably.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why we
actually.
can't add is or are smelling. We can't say that, I guess.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good explanation. Thanks for that. That was perfect. Okay, and so we're coming close to the end of class. Does anybody have any last questions before we wrap up? So any last questions?
Is it weird to say was sniffing, is sniffing, or is it not?
No. No, you could use that. So that's like an active verb instead of something that's passive. So to sniff is active, but it's like to have the sense of smell. So like to smell like something is a little bit passive. You can't really do that. So you can smell the rank socks. So you can smell the rank socks, but the rank socks aren't. You can't say they are smelling like something bad. They just smell bad. But the rank socks smell bad. So I am smelling. So it's an active verb. I'm smelling them, but they smell. So with the passive verb, you wouldn't use the progressive tense.
Okay,
Maybe
gotcha.
that's a better way of explaining it. But good. And so yeah, we are just at the end of class. So really good job, everybody. Hopefully I'll see you guys again soon in other classes, and have a really good day.
Thank you.
Thanks, teacher.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
And see you later, Ahmad.
Bye. Thank you. Bye bye. I just want to copy what is in chat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm still here. Thank you very
Perfect.
much. Yeah.
No
Bye bye.
problem. Bye.